Welcome, everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. So, we're doing our YouTube video this morning, and we're doing it on our camera because they told us we don't have enough people to be on YouTube, so we have to go over here, do a video over here, and then upload it over to YouTube. And that's how they allow me on. So I have to kind of put my phone up on the steering column, and it usually falls down into my lap, and sometimes it hurts. Ooh. But I usually try to catch it before it, causes a lot of pain down there. So we'll see if we can avoid that today. So, good morning. Have done a podcast on Spreaker, which you can find anywhere, wherever you get podcasts, you can find me. Go to any of the Facebook or just go anywhere and you can find my podcast for today from Spreaker. And it's very good. Please listen to it in detail. Thank you. I also did a live video on Facebook. If Facebook ends up turning out as good as it starting off for me, I mean, it's been around a long time, this particular system that I'm trying to do. Start going to Facebook and looking up John Zager live videos. And I'm thinking about every single day. I've been doing them fairly often, but I decided today I think it's going along well enough that I could do my live videos off of Facebook. So start going over there and seeing if you can find me. And once you find me, then do something on your phone so that you know how to get to me fairly often and easily. This is good and bad both as well, although the volume thing is underneath. See this here where I set it down? Well, it covers up the volume control where it does volume. And you have to use earbuds to get real good clarity and a loud enough voice out of me. That's what I've been noticing when I go back and pay attention to it. So I'm going to move my tea. I have tea. And so you know how to do that. Here's what I'm talking about today. And I'm getting pretty serious about this. I used to do a class in jails and prisons and gyms and whatnot called critical thinking for people who seem a little misdirected in their thought process and are ending up in some form of trouble. And they get required, because I go and I sell the program to agencies or administrators or whoever, that in order for your clients to improve and grow and get better and mature, taking this class around critical thinking could be of benefit for them and for you as an agency, right? So it's worked in the past. Here's what I found out as a result of having done this quite a bit. You can send a person, no, let's back up even further. The legal system is so corrupt. It's not kind of corrupt, it's very corrupt. And they have the thing that I coined called preconceived outcome. What that means is that the legal system already has you guilty before you're arrested. And as you get arrested and start going through the system, they just get more solidified that you're guilty. And you get into court and you get these judges, which one of these days I'm going to want to argue with, probably get thrown in jail anyway. But why don't you take an approach, since the legal system clearly does not work, right? Why don't you change what you're doing and be more positive, supportive, encouraging, educational to your so-called prisoners or people that have violated whatever your regulations and policies are, whatever you have. Why don't you take an approach of, instead of, we're not even talking about slapping the back of their hand and saying, bad boy, bad boy. We're talking about maybe they need a little more insight into the positive aspects of who they are. That they're a good person. They mean well. Their intentions are good. Here's an example. This is going to be an over-the-top example. So when you get mad, don't go sending me all kinds of nasty comments, because I don't want to hear it. So here's an example. Sometimes, I'm an old man. So I've done good and bad and indifferent. Sometimes I've looked over the fence. Once or twice, I've actually hopped over the fence. That's not good. I sinned and committed a crime. I don't know what the crime is. I don't know. Call it anything you want. But I hopped over the fence where I wasn't supposed to hop over the fence. You, all of you out there, male and female, and this is true. This is 55 years of research. Please start paying attention to reality and what I present to you guys daily. This is 55 years. You guys, male and female, have all looked over the fence. You guys, male and female, have all jumped over the fence once or twice. You're human. God did not, I'm going to use the word God here very loosely. God did not create you to perfection. He created you knowing you will err, sin, and hop over the fence once in a while. Follow me on that? Let me take this a step further. Don't even bother sending me your comments if you get upset with this one, because I don't care. I'm giving you reality. I'm giving you pure reality. God, who was sent down here, if you buy that whole pile of crap, made man, and there's 18 years in the Bible that's unaccounted for about where's God and what's he doing? What did he do for 18 years? Well, let me tell you. See if this answers a few questions for you. God looked over the fence. There's a lot of factual stuff written about God had girlfriends, God was married, God had kids, God did this, that, and the other thing, and it's unaccounted for because nobody wants to make him dirty, right? Well, the fact of the matter is God looked over the fence like you and like I, and like the people in prison and jail and the people that make mistakes, right? And he also jumped over the fence. It says in the Bible he was human. If he was human, he jumped over the fence a time or two. Okay? Here's the deal. If the system were to buy that concept that I just gave you, if they were to just buy it and say, there's no reason that wouldn't be true, and not try to protect God, quote unquote, maybe, just maybe, there was a Father in heaven who forgave Jesus Christ for jumping over the fence and looking over the fence. And punishment didn't make it any different. Giving him encouragement and support and love, compassion, grace, blessings helped. Here's the takeaway. The takeaway is that the system is corrupt and lives on the other side of the fence. And maybe, just maybe, we might have a more loving, compassion civilization if we didn't punish people as harshly as we do. If we were not as accusatory, and we understood human beings and mankind and civilizations, and all of that does look over the fence, and all of that does jump over the fence a time or two. If we could get people into the prisons that understand these are good people who looked over the fence and jumped over the fence a time or two and treated them in such a manner with respect as a human being, a human spiritual being on the planet, maybe we could find compassion with each other. Maybe we don't bomb or send nuclear weapons into neighborhoods and grocery stores and schools and apartment complexes. Maybe we don't kill 12 people in Chicago every weekend. Maybe if you are sent to jail or prison, you don't spend 18 hours sleeping. Maybe we have a program of recovery for you that'll make you a better person, and you'll have goals and dreams for when you're coming out, what you can do. I want you all to think about that for a little bit. Meditate on it tonight. One of my craziest things that I talk about, this is sidebar, is that if you park in the middle of a parking lot that's empty, people will come and park next to you. That's how insecure people are, right? And that's how come we get angry and we send them to jail and we persecute them and we make up false accusations about what they're doing when they're really not doing anything. The guy who's being a maniac driving down a road in his big pickup truck and nearly kills 2 or 3 people with his recklessness, gets on the phone and calls the police and says, "There's a guy next to me with a gun pointed at me and I'm scared for my life." And the cops come out with their preconceived outcome and they arrest the man and ruin his life and career forever. I'm offering a solution. I'm offering a solution. And I hope you all think about it. So now I'm going to stop this video because we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, 4, 5, 6, laying out in the road with traffic. Okay, anyway, God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.